Hello，大家好，我是 Wings。我很纠结，非常的纠结，因为我不知道我该不该做这个 video，该不该把一些事情说出来。So，因为很多人可能会把我当成是疯子，我在说什么他们听不懂吧？可是我还是鼓起勇气想把这件事说出来，因为我觉得很多女生或者男生都一直遇到像我以前遇到同样的问题，然后我就觉得好可怜哦，因为他们还在处于那种不知道为什么一直会得到这种的男朋友或女朋友，或者是这种的老公或老婆，为什么一直都是这样的呢？然后在这个 video, I'm going to treat it as live. I'm not going to edit it or anything. If I'm slow, pardon me, because I'm really not used to videoing yet. You can see that I don't really look at my camera a lot. I'm lively when I have someone to talk to, when I have a partner to talk to, there's communication. So it's better for me. But when I'm doing a cam like this, I freaking talk to myself, and it's not like I never talk to myself, but then it's just weird that I have to look at the camera and talk. Okay, so pardon me. 所以今天要讲的是什么呢？今天应该说是今天早上吧，我开了我的 social media 的时候，有看到我的一个网友，他就被他的男朋友算是 mentally abused 吧，应该是这么说。因为 definitely it's not a physical abuse, it's a mentally abuse, just like what happened to me how many years ago? It was my first boyfriend, okay? He did this to me too, mentally abused. Which mean 可是就是一样啊，就是在旅游的时候，就是整天都在吵架啊，然后就是旅游根本都不愉快呀。You already make this time, spend the money to go somewhere, to spend your holiday together, your vacation together, but it end up really, really bad. It end up like, quarreling, and then the guy will be walking in the front, I will be following in the back, and whatever I say, he wouldn't listen to me. He will be so rough, pushing me away, or I will be rough. When I'm mad, then I will be rough and pushing him away too, because that's how he treated me, so I treated him that way too. These things happened to one of my FB friend. Exactly like that. Okay, so when she posted it, I just feel for her. It's a really painful relationship, and for mine, it actually started not too long after we got together too. It was in June we got together, and then in the end of the year, around maybe December, we went to Las Vegas together. And it was 6 months already. Only being together, and then he already showed all of this stuff. And then of course, because I don't have all of this knowledge how to actually date someone, he was my first, so I didn't know what to say, I didn't know what to do. I just follow all of these stupid dramas that I saw, guys supposed to be like this and everything, but then in reality it is not like that. 男人在现实上不是像那些很多都不是像那些 drama 那样的温柔体贴，对你好，好像追你追到好像天荒地老，没有你会死还是怎么样。In reality, they are not like that. So all of these things get into my mind. 那是以前的 drama, okay? I'm telling you, the drama right now is much better. It shows more on the reality side, and then things got better and better. But the one in the past, it really sucks. Is that how I should say it? So 到最后我们就是在我们5年的 relationship 每次都在吵架。It's really, really tough to actually, stay together. But then we hang on it. 我们到了最后还是分了。Because I'm actually really glad that happened. If that doesn't happen, I wouldn't be knowing what to do, you know. All of these are my experiences that I am learning, and then things that should happen to me. Do I have to say that? 怎么说呢? After I come back to Indonesia and then I become an entrepreneur 4 years later, this is almost like 2 years that I joined entrepreneur life already, and things have changed a lot, and I become knowing why things happen to me at the time. You know, if you look back, you realize something. That's what I'm always a learner. I always want to know why it happened to me. But whenever if you think of like why it happened to me, then you're putting yourself in the position of the victim, which a lot of like really good entrepreneurs say, no, you cannot do that. But I cannot help. You know, I couldn't help. I have to think like that. Why I have to meet stupid guy like that? Why he has to treat me like that? I put everything, you know, I put all of my effort to him, but why the hell did he treat me like that? And then why the hell that he did all of those stuff to me? So in the end, I learned it from entrepreneur life. I read a lot, not like a lot, couple books, but those books are really helpful. They say that we attract all of those things happening to us, all of those people into our life. What does it mean? It sounds a bit crazy now, right? You're gonna think that this girl is crazy. She's talking like crazy stuff. It's not, okay? 我们人呢, we all have vibrations in us. Everything in the universe are vibrating. We all carry a certain amount of frequency with us. And with that frequency, we are vibrating out, and then we attract those kind of people, the same level of frequency people to us. And what does it say? It says that I didn't love myself enough back then. I always put myself last. I didn't even love myself, which is really crazy, you may say. And I do not know how to take care of myself. It's kind of like, you know, a mom. You know, when you are a mom, you always put your kid first, and then you always put yourself last. You are alive because of that kid. Your life is kind of like depend on that kid. If anything happened to that kid or to your boyfriend or something, then you know, you try to change yourself to match him or whatever. But then that's not the right way to do it, because I put myself, it's kind of like because of him that I force myself to change and to accept things that I will not be accepting in the past before I get to know him. That put me in the disadvantage. He becomes more superior than me. Just like you know, if you're a mom, just like your kids, they become superior than you. They are your priority, and then he was my priority. And then that leads to them treating us really, really bad, because we treat ourselves, we look at ourselves really bad too. We never put ourselves in the priority. We never take ourselves as someone important. So we teach them how to treat us. This sounds crazy, right? But then how after a while, after I was reading, after all of my learning, I find that it's true. We teach all of those people how to treat us, because we don't love ourselves. They saw it too, so they think that it's okay for them to treat us like the way that they are. Treat us really bad, take us like a trash, you know, when they need it, then you know they grab you, when they don't need you, then they push you away. It's exactly like that. They are the reflection of ourselves, how we treat ourselves. So after I learned all of this entrepreneur stuff, I mean like all of this idea, this attraction, this is called what's that, the law of attraction. After I learned all of this stuff, then I start changing myself for myself. I put myself in that important position. I imagine myself like, okay, if I am the mom of that daughter, which is me, will I let anybody to treat my daughter like that? If the answer is no, it's a no. It's a total no, okay? So I improved a lot between the last year, because the first 6 months actually I was kind of like mingle around. I don't really know what to do, and I'm kind of like confused, like where to start. I don't have anybody to teach me all of this stuff. I learned all of this by myself, and I'm quite lucky because when I need something, it's always coming to me in any way, either by YouTube, by someone, a friend, or whatever. They will always say something that I need to know. So I'm really open to that. I'm a learner. I want to get better. I want to live a happy life. I want to get better. I really want to be happy. To be a happy person, okay? So all of these changes now, I'm doing it to myself, and the result has been amazing. I dropped all of these stupid friends that I had in the past who only use me. They will call me, they will contact me when they need help. But when I need help, no one was there for me. So it was really pathetic. Have you ever met a party, your birthday party, and then you invite all of these people to your birthday party, and then in the end, no one showed up? What kind of friend is that? Their birthday party, when they invite you, then you go, but then, when they invite me, then I go. But then why the hell, when it is my party, I do everything, I invited them, but they didn't come? Why is that? Why I take them as important, but they don't take me as important? Very simple, because I don't look at myself as important also. So it just reflect, about myself. So I need to change that. So after I changed that, all of those stupid friends got dropped off, and then all of these new friends start coming by. I'm really, it's kind of like I've been so sad. It's a really, really negative life the past 31 years, 30 and a half years, I should say. It was a really, really negative life. And this year I'm hitting my 32, and then this past 1 year, I've been so happy, because everybody around me, they start treating me like someone important, because I start treating myself someone important first. I said no to those people who only use me for their benefit. They want my help, they want they want me to treat them to a nice dinner, they want me to spend money on them, whatever, because whatever reason. So in the end, after I say no to them, I push them away, I pay attention to myself, I work on myself, I change my subconscious belief and everything. This past 1 year, it has been heaven to me. Really, you cannot imagine how happy I am to get all of those new friends who really care for me, who really take me as someone important, who cross the sea to, who cross the ocean just to come to Batam to see me, to meet me, because they want to, they show that they want to be my friends. They want to see me in person, to be in real. Of course, after we chit chat for so long in the social media, they get to know me, so they feel comfortable also. And then they ferry all the way from my neighboring country here, and then I'm doing almost the same thing for them too. I'm already in my mind, there are a couple of friends in my neighboring country that I want to visit. So they're on my list. I want to visit. So we are gonna be, make a really great bond of friendship. And then I actually attracted some of the amazing guy into my life too. But too bad I just dropped him not too long ago, because even though he is almost perfect, the perfect guy, he is the best guy they get close to me, they get attracted to me over all of these people. He is so perfect, but then what stopped me from wooing him or get together with him? For me, I don't mind wooing a guy wooing a man if he is really, really someone that I want in my life. But then being me as usual, I care for how he feels also. When I find out that I'm not the type of person that he wants, I do not want to force it, because in the end, my experiences told me that if I force the relationship, we get into the relationship, and even though I know that I'm not the person that he wants, in the end, whatever happened, it's gonna be a blaming game because I woo him. So he might be throwing all of the responsibility to me. He might be blaming me or whatever. I don't know. Even though I don't think that he's that kind of person, but there is a possibility, and I'm really afraid of that. And somehow, actually, I do not know how should I break the relationship, and I have to thank God that he gave me an opportunity to kind of like break it off with maybe minimal hurt for him and minimal hurt for me. Okay, so I start attracting much better guy. And before this, I mean, like much better. Well, is he a guy or is he a man? I don't know. There's a difference between a guy and a man, okay? But is he a guy or is he a man? I'm not sure. I am really not sure. I'm hoping that he's a man, because if he's a man, then he wouldn't, I don't know, he wouldn't be 小气. I don't know how you say it, but then whatever. And before this guy, actually, before I start changing, I actually met two exactly the same guy. And the second guy actually really changed me, really opened my mind, because in our early stage of our relationship, when we started it together, very early stage on, I found out that he is someone who will not fight for me. We break off immediately. I do not run for him like in the past, with my first one. With my first one, I still run to him when he break off with me. But then the second one, when he doesn't treasure me like I treasure him, then I broke it off. It's kind of like I'm so sick of it. Because I'm so sick of it, I want to change. And that is actually I appreciate him, because he is actually the one that kind of like opened my mind, letting me know what I don't want to be in my life. So with him, I'm grateful for what he did to me. Not that it doesn't hurt. It takes a long time for me to heal also, because seriously, why the hell someone cannot appreciate me enough like I appreciate them, So it's really painful, but I still break it off, and I'm like, whatever. And this second guy is the one that get me to think maybe he's the guy that actually decides that there is a pattern in my relationship, so that this third one actually shows a difference because this third one shows up after I become an entrepreneur, after I change quite a lot of myself already. Then he shows up, so that these two, my first two, get the same pattern, like how they treat me, and then this third one is a totally different pattern. Seriously, if I didn't know that I'm not someone that he's not looking for, if I'm someone that he's looking for, I will go for him, seriously. But I'm not. The problem is I'm not, so I'm like, okay, 长痛不如短痛. I don't want my relationship to go nowhere anymore. So thank God he gave me a reason to break it off. So that's it. That's what I want to share with a lot of the girls and men out there. It's the way you show people how you show the people, especially your partner, how they should treat you. So if you don't start loving yourself, if you don't start treating yourself as someone important, if you don't start saying no to all of those bad treatment, your life will stay the same. You will never find the good partner that you dream of. You will never find that happy ending that you find, that you see in the movies or in the cartoon, like, Sleeping Beauty, Beauty and the Beast, all of those, they're, Cinderella, all of those are happy ending. You will never see it. So the first step is you have to raise your vibration. You have to raise your frequency to the person who are kind of like, if you want to attract those people, all of those good guys, they have higher frequency or different frequency than the one that you have right now. That's why you cannot attract those kind of people into your life. So if you want that kind of man to come into your life, you want to have that kind of girl to come into your life, then first you have to work on your own vibration first, okay? Once you work on your vibration, you match theirs already, then you guys are going to meet. Somehow the universe is very powerful, God is very powerful. There's always a way for both of you to meet. You don't have to worry about it now. Just pay attention to yourself, work on yourself, and then later you are going to see the miracles that happen to you, okay? I hope my sharing helps. I just hope that the people who are not supposed to see this, they don't see this. And the people who are supposed to see this, they see this, okay? I just want to give my 2 cents. I just want to help, share my experience. This is part of my bravery project, because I'm really I'm kind of like freak out if this is seen by the people who are not supposed to see it. Okay, that's it. Bye bye for now.